if this new business isn't working with the kids coming, I'll be forced to get a job.
Kids? Twins?
No, sorry.
Scared you there for a moment.
Yeah.
Hi, Jens. Thank you so much for joining me in this conversation. I want to just play a quick game with you. And if you are happy to just do some word association, that'd be great. I'll say a word and you'll just respond.
Okay.
Money,
Freedom,
debt,
slavery,
savings,
safety,
hustle.
ooh, pain.
You had to think about that one.
Yeah.
What was going on in there?
It's like, I guess hustle is like a two-edged sword for me. As in it's the way to obtain the money, to obtain freedom, but it comes with a cost.
What's the cost?
Your social life, other hobbies you could partake in, sacrifices you make to live the life that you want.
And why do you think that is what you need to do in order to attain that freedom?
I guess during the years, it's just like kind of got programmed in my head. That's how I know to get the results that I've always been getting. So I guess it's just kind of a pattern that's like stuck in my head as a loop. Like I need to work hard and grind to get the results that I want in life. And therefore I need to make certain sacrifices so I have the time that I need to put into this,
And what does that look like, working hard and grind?
Right now, I'm in the midst of building a new company. And it's just like doing the repetitions to get the clients through the door and do what's needed to be done. And try to make the right decisions and focus on the signal and not necessarily on the noise. The boring stuff is, for me as a creative, it's the sales. It's having those conversations. It's the cold outreach. So that feels like a grind. But I know these are the things I need to do to get like money through the door, right?
Who says that?
Well, as I mentioned, that's like that's the thing I have in my head. That's how I know I get the results. If there's any other way, I'm happy to hear about it.
You say that's the way that I get results, which means you've had it before.
Yeah. Before this, I ran a company that focused on architectural visualizations. And basically everything I managed to accomplish there was just like pure willpower and grinding. There was an enormous amount of effort that I put in to get the results that I needed. So I guess I'm taking that mindset into the new company.
Is there a moment where you haven't had to hustle hard and big things came to you?
Now with the new company, somehow it kind of feels like things are just flowing. Just to give you an example, within the first 5 cold outreach emails, I landed a client. I was like, huh. So
What do you think you're doing differently, the fact that it's flowing?
I think right now it's the energy that I bring to the table. I can assure you, with the previous company, like everything was such a drag, and as I said, it was just like pure willpower, and I wasn't really motivated to do it. I didn't got the results that I needed. I got into cash flow problems, still am, by the way. But now it's just like there's a bunch of excitement. There's a lot of energy. Like even when you write content on LinkedIn, like the energy that you put into it, like people can sense and feel it, the way you write things. And I feel like people can sense it through the cold email. I know this sounds a little bit but that's something I truly believe. And even in the conversations you have with them through a video call, like the energy and the excitement that you bring to the table, I truly believe that that's right now what is making the difference, because I'm using the same strategies as I did with the previous company. This is like one of the biggest things that has changed for me.
I think that everything that you're saying makes complete sense. And like we are physical bodies, energy does transcend to by exchange, and people can sense it.
Mm-hmm.
I am pro all of this energy talk, so I understand it. But for people who don't and have a resistance towards it, it's nice for them to see that someone like yourselves who has had a successful business, sounds like the other business was working and you walked away from it, but the way that it feels to build it is just so entirely different. And how you're showing up is how your energy is transcending through them. Every message, every content piece that you're writing, it doesn't matter. And you're seeing the results of that, which is amazing. I want to go back to your cash flow problems. We're talking about money, so let's talk about money.
Yeah, sure.
What's going on there? You said it's still happening.
So, well, I decided to burn all bridges, so I'm not really pursuing architecture clients anymore. To be completely transparent and honest, like the past 6 months, I really didn't got any new clients through the door. In the beginning, I felt that was like a me problem, but then I started to talk to other studio owners in the same niche, and basically that industry is going through some really tough economic times. Do I want to blame it 100% on that? No. I'm fairly sure that's like something I did wrong. But just like the money wasn't coming in a regular fashion. I do have my regular clients, but it's not that I have a thriving business right now, and I feel like I did everything possible in my current knowledge to get those clients through the door. I did like the last resort of lowering my rates, even, which I'm very stubborn to do. But even then, like just, yeah, nothing seemed to work. Like cold outreach didn't seem to work. Just like going to network events didn't seem to work. Doing the LinkedIn DMs, I started writing content 2 years ago on LinkedIn, trying to get clients just to, tell them like, hey, I'm out there, that didn't work. So yeah, when no clients come through the door, you automatically end up in cash flow problems.
At your lowest point, what was going through your mind?
I'm worthless.
That was fast.
It's like something I struggle with a ton, but like that innate sense of feeling that I'm not able to provide for my future family, not to provide for my family, that's something I really, 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 really struggle with a lot internally.
I'm going to go into some personal questions, and you can decide to answer or not, because this will obviously include not just you, but also your family. Can you share a little bit about your family structure?
It's just me and my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your wife also has her own business, or
No,
she works?
she just works. She has a regular job.
And is she the main provider at the moment in this?
At the moment, yes.
How does that feel for you?
Ultra grateful that she brings stability to the table and gives me the opportunity to pursue my dreams. But that like brings the other side of the coin, not being able to, live up to it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I really struggle with.
So I want to ask a question which I ended up in a debate with just 2 or 3 days ago, because I've been in a situation where I've been the main provider before, and the conversation we had was around men and women. It was a gender conversation and money, and it was a young woman, aged maybe 23, and she's like, "There's no way a man feels okay with not being the main provider," and I'm like, "Well, we had really good talks about it when that point was happening, and my husband was fine with it." I want to ask you, do you think there's any type of, like, from a gender perspective, that the fact that a woman is earning more and is being the provider, do you feel that from a gender perspective, that is impacting you on how you're meant to be in the society?
No.
Okay. Talk to me about that. Help me with my point, because that was my point to her. And she was like, no, there is no way a man is okay with that. A man is meant to provide.
I mean, I see my marriage as a team. And the way I've always tried to view it is like when you are here as a team, and like now my wife is here, she's like trying to lift me up here, but there will come a point in life where I go here and I will take her hand and take her with me. I'm so grateful that she's like supporting me right now. But if this continues into the future, that's not something I lose sleep from. No.
And need to give it back. What are you driven by there?
Well, I just guess it's like to provide for my family. Just to give you like a stupid example, right now we're debating on buying a second car so she can drive to work. Like right now, I bring her to work every day, and I'm going to picking her up from work. Now to sit in a situation where I can't decide, like, okay, let's just get you a car, and so you have your freedom and can do whatever you want. Like that's those things like I want to give her,
Mhm.
to be able to give her that freedom, to be able just to go to the restaurant whenever we want, because I know she loves that stuff. Those are the things I would love to give, or like not complain about going on holidays because I need to work to get money through the door, because I'm always like super worried about our financial situation.
Yeah.
Being able to provide that, to provide that certainty in a way.
And do you have like an endpoint planned with her where you're like, okay, if this doesn't work by this point, then this will happen?
No,
Or the indefinite?
no, there's like not really an endpoint. I mean, if this new business isn't working with the kids, like, I'm coming in February next year, yeah, I'll be forced to get a job and provide stability, and then look look things from that point on.
Kids? Twins? Oh.
No, sorry. Kids.
Scared you there for a moment.
Yeah.
Let's go back to you feeling worthless. How does that manifest in you?
I get all mopey and negative, and like I question my self-worth a ton. I feel incompetent, and I just like radiate that through the rest of my life. And my wife needs to pull me out of it. And then then she always reminds me, this is something I really love her for. And she's like, we're fine. Like, we have everything we need. Just try to focus on that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like, we have great friends, we have a great family, we have great relationships. And like, only this financial part and the business part where I tend to focus on so hard is the only thing that isn't working. But everything else in our lives, like, it's perfect.
And if she weren't there, how else would you help yourself to get out of it?
Yeah. Something I can advise every man, or basically everywhere, just like have an evening with your friends, and just like be open with your feelings. And if you have good friends, they're more than happy to give you perspective on the situation that you're in. I have, when it comes to that, like amazing friends. They're always open to give me a slap in my face, just to tell me like, Jens, you're fine. Um, you know, you're okay. And then you just like talk shit for the rest of the evening, have some good laughs, and you're ready to go.
It sounds like you do have that network. You know how to tap into the things that give you that support.
Yeah.
How are you feeling at your highest level?
Oh my God. Like I'm on a train that's unstoppable. Like, it's like how I feel right now. Like I get up at 6, I go to the gym, do my workout, like ready to kill the day, do the work that I need to do. With my wife's pregnant now, she's like always super tired. I'm cleaning the house at 9:30 in the evening, just like to have that energy and drive.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's how that looks like.
And when you're feeling the opposite, do you stop going to the gym? Do you get more tired? Don't end up cleaning? Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. You do more when you're on fire,
Yeah.
unstoppable.
Yeah. I live in my head. All that negative self-talk just like really, it's so demanding on your energy. Like your brain is just like eating calories.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, I sometimes get really stuck in that loop with myself.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that just like drains so much energy, and it always it always takes either a vacation or like a couple of days away with friends to just like, settle things in, just like to, pull me out
Mm-hmm.
and sort of speak. So I get like the mental clarity and perspective on my own life, and I just tell to myself like, okay, it's fine, you're fine. Just try to do the things that you can control, and that is do the meditation, go to the gym. When it comes to that, is like really a roller coaster. Like when it gets negative, I'm like really negative, but like when it's positive, I get like really positive. Yeah.
That's a lot. For the world who doesn't know you, can you please introduce yourself to the world?
So I'm Jens. I'm 34 years old right now. I'm a self-taught creator, uh, creative. I used to run Noir Visuals, a studio that focused on architectural visualizations. I am from Belgium. I'm the typical college dropout who plunged into business without knowing jack shit about it, and I still feel like I don't know anything about it. So yeah, I'm that's basically me in a nutshell.
And if people wanted to connect with you because they resonate with what you're saying, but also professionally, how can they get in touch with you?
I'm super active on LinkedIn. I also talk about, what I feel and what I think about business and my life. So yeah, if you connect, feel free to reach out and send me a DM. I'm more than happy to give you perspective and talk to you.
Thank you so much for coming to this series. You've been listening to the Money Series. I'm Ivy Malik, the Creators Business Coach. Most people don't realize that we're selling all the time, whether that is to gain the next high-paying client or to acquire the best talent for the business, or perhaps even to get the client buy-in for a concept. I help with all things sales and change the way you communicate to the world. Thank you for listening.